Good afternoon, everyone. Come on in for this little afternoon live. I wanted to discuss with you guys about the new YouTube publisher guidelines. I thought I should talk about this right now because of some videos that I've seen earlier today. I was on Jive's platform earlier today, and he was talking about, a lot of these content creators are going to get their channels taken away if they keep doing a lot of the things that they are doing. And I don't know if some of you YouTube creators have got the notification about the new YouTube publisher Adsense guidelines. So I wanted to discuss that with you guys real quick today. Some people have been receiving it in their email, and some people is like, I haven't received anything. So I figured I would speak about it and let everybody know what's going on. Let me just share this link out real quick. Let's see. Where is my link? Okay, events. Oh, and make sure you guys hit that like button on your way in, please, and thank you very kindly. Make sure you share the live out if you have the capability to do that. And one second, I'm just going to share the link real quick because somebody was also wanting some information on this new guidelines. And it's kind of not a new guideline, but kind of is. It's just like a shift in the way YouTube is doing things right now. So let me just share this link real quick. Okay, all right, I shared this link to somebody that I was discussing this with earlier today. So let me just read a little bit to you guys. The email that some people are getting. I'm assuming that everybody is going to eventually receive this email, but for the time being, a lot of people haven't received the email yet. So I'm not going to read it all to you because it's really lengthy. But if y'all would like me to post it, the entire email, I can. But I'm just not going to read it all to you because it's very lengthy. It starts off with message. It starts off with Dear Adsense Publisher. We're writing to let you know about a change to Google's publisher policies for all of our publisher products that will affect your Adsense account. In September 2019, we're launching changes to some of our content policies across our publisher products, Adsense, AdMob, and Ad Manager. While there's no action for you to take today, since this won't affect any publishers right now, be sure that you read through this email to familiarize yourself with what's coming next month. For those of you who are coming in, I'm just reading an email that some people have been receiving about the new Adsense publisher guidelines that will take place this month. It's also saying why we're making these changes is because one of the top requests we hear from publishers is that we want to simplify and streamline our policies. We know that many of you use several of our publisher products like the Adsense, the AdMob, the Ad Manager, and we want to bring you a clear and easy way to understand how to interact with our policies and how they affect you no matter which product you use. So basically, a lot of us use Adsense, some people use AdMob, some people use Ad Manager from Google. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to make it easier for people to understand the policy. They're trying to make a standard, they're trying to simplify, standardize the content policies for publishers. So that's why they came out with this new update. So we will see this soon, within this month. So again, a lot of y'all have probably received the email. Some of y'all probably haven't. And again, after being on King Jai's page this morning, and everybody in the chat talking about people doing this on their channel, people stalking, people showing up at people's houses, people jobs, people, stuff like that. And, he was talking about, how a lot of people are going to be, having problems with their channels or possibly losing their channels. But remember, there's still the creator on creator harassment policy that they're still working out as well. So that is not this policy. That is totally separate. The harassment on creator policy that they're coming out, that has to do with just basically what it says. Creators harassing other creators, slandering other creators, things like that. That's a totally different policy from what is going to start this month. So again, for y'all who just coming in, make sure you hit this like button, make sure you share it out, because we all need to keep, every time I find out something new about the policies, restrictions, guidelines, I go live about it to make sure everybody is abreast, because sometimes we don't be, and then people get in trouble because they don't even know what's going on. But the Google publisher policies, which outline, the type of contents that they won't monetize through any of the publisher products, whether it's AdMob, Ad Manager, Adsense. These, of course, still include the, sexual content, shocking content, explosives, guns, gun parts, related products, other weapons, tobacco. It's a whole list of things. And of course, the child, stuff that you should not share. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So that is still, it's the same like restrictions. They're just trying to basically simplify it. So across the board of the AdSense, the AdMob, the Ad Manager, everybody has a clear understanding, and it's not like, okay, AdSense, you got these restrictions. AdMob, you got these restrictions. Ad Manager, you got these guidelines. So they're trying to make it clear and cut and dry for everybody. What this means to a lot of us, it's a good thing in a sense. It's a good thing, as long as you don't do. There are certain things on here that we obviously know that we cannot do. But what this is going to do is basically, a lot of people have lost their channels. A lot of people have had videos taken down. Over the last year, Google removed over 734,000 publishers and ad developers from its ad network. Over 734,000. And that was because of people, how, okay, how sometimes we upload videos and we restrict them. So it's like a certain age, or we don't request to monetize them because we just know what we're discussing is not something that Google is going to probably monetize. So what changes is, instead of, us, because all right, some of y'all, I'm hoping most of y'all know, that if you try to monetize something that you absolutely know is going against rules and regulations, like if you keep doing that, then they could take your channel. I don't know how many of y'all knew that. Most of y'all probably did already. But how this is going to change and affect us content creators is, from now on, from my understanding, from now on, what is going to happen is, if you request to monetize something and it goes against Google's, standards, their guidelines, instead of chopping off people's channels and people have to create another channel, y'all know how it goes. Some people on here got 25, 11 channels. And it's for like the same thing, because they're putting content out there that Google is like, come on now, you can't put this out here. And then when it get flagged, so with this new policies or these new guidelines, again, they're just kind of shifting it. They're trying to shifting it. Because another reason is, not only did they remove 734,000 publishers and ad developers within the last year, but also ads from nearly 28 million pages 28 million pages that violated the publisher policies. So what they're trying to say is, basically in an effort to prevent removals, from rising and increasing, Google's publisher policies will outline the types of content restricted from showing ads through any of its publishers' products. This includes policies against illegal content, dangerous or derogatory content, and sexually explicit content, among others. So basically, they're going to, right now it's kind of vague. A lot of people is like, okay, Google lists, certain things that, is not, agreeable with their guidelines. They're going to just list off all this stuff. And again, if you got the email, then you saw all the ones on there. They're going to list off all the ways that you can monetize, like what is approved, and they're going to list all the ones that are not going to be monetized. And I read through some of those earlier. It's a whole bunch, from tobacco to prescription drugs to online gambling. A lot of people on here, they do have I done ran across people who have scratch off channels where they be scratch off and gambling, go to the store and you do your scratch offs and stuff. Things like that are usually restricted. But what they're going to do now is put alignment across their publisher products, bringing simplicity, consistency, and ease of understanding regardless of the products that we use. So regardless if you use Adsense, regardless if you use AdMob, regardless if you use Ad Manager. So monetizing content that falls under the Google publisher restrictions will no longer be a policy violation. Did you hear me in the back of the church house? Did you hear me? Y'all hanging in the bushes? Did you hear me? This is what this means for us as an AdSense publisher, the content creators who monetize our platform. Monetizing content that falls under the Google publisher restrictions will no longer be a policy violation. Instead, they're going to restrict advertising on that content as appropriate based on the preferences of each advertising product and or advertisers' individuals' preferences. So in some cases, this will mean that no advertising sources are bidding on your inventory and no ads will appear on this restricted content. But you won't be losing your channels. Y'all understand? Y'all hear where I'm coming from? Y'all check y'all emails and y'all will see this in your email. Again, I don't think everybody has received it yet because there's so many people, millions of people on, YouTube. So I'm sure everybody's going to get their emails, accordingly. But again, for y'all who haven't, if y'all want me to post the entire email because it's really kind of lengthy, it's too lengthy for me to sit here and read. Let me just say that. So I'm not going to read it. But anyway, as I was saying, to those of y'all who are just coming in, check your emails because there are new AdSense publisher guidelines coming out in September this month. Again, for those of y'all who just came in, check out your email because content now that falls under the Google publishers policy that is inappropriate or restrictions will no longer be a policy violation. Instead, they're just going to restrict advertising on that content. A lot of people still, when you sometimes, okay, there has been videos that I have uploaded, okay? Remember Jasmine? Remember the girl that was taken advantage of in the club? Do y'all remember that? I did 3 videos on that. A lot of people did. And I didn't request to monetize those videos because I already knew that, okay. If you request to monetize certain videos that violate policies as it is today, you could eventually lose your channel if you keep telling Google, this meets the qualification. This meets the qualification. And Google is like, you keep sending us these to get monetized. And then the advertisers, they come and complain that their advertisement is being ran across these videos that they don't approve of, that might have stuff to deal with, people getting abused or taken advantage of or murdered or anything like that. But again, now it's not going to be breaking any policy violations. So y'all check that out. Hey Deanna, hey YS Books, hey. Have y'all got the email yet from Google? From the Google Adsense team about the new policy shift to publishers, the Adsense publishers guidelines? This is actually good. This is actually good. Some people don't understand this, and so there's a lot of chitter chatter across YouTube and across social media about these new guidelines. But they're basically going to make it more across the board so people can easily understand what can't be monetized. They're going to list it all out, a whole bunch of things. They're going to list it all out, and they're going to list out everything that can be monetized. And if you send something or put monetization on something, instead of you getting a violation or something like that, they're just going to give the advertisers, they're going to get to bid on your content. Some will bid and you will get some advertisements, and some you just won't get no advertising. But people will no longer start getting in trouble for requesting to have stuff monetized that we obviously know sometimes it's just not going to be monetized. And if y'all notice, sometimes when you request to get a review, when something doesn't get monetized, you see that message that says, do you absolutely believe that this, that ain't the proper words per se. I don't know it word for word, but if y'all ever requested to have something reviewed that they did not monetize, y'all know what it says. It's basically saying that you're agreeing that this content that you are requesting to be monetized meets all the qualifications and, requirements and guidelines. That message right there. A lot of people have lost their channels. Over 734,000 people in the last year have lost their channels. And ads from nearly 28 million pages that violated the publisher policies have been removed. So this is good for advertisers, and this is good for us. This is good for us. So publishers will not receive a policy violation. This is just a recap now. Publishers are us. We will not receive a policy violation for trying to monetize that content that does not necessarily follow the guidelines of being monetized. But only some advertisers and advertising products, the ones that choose this kind of content, keyword choose, people are going to be bidding on your videos. Y'all get this? This is good. This is good. And again, the reason why I brought this up today was because of what King Jives was speaking about on his platform earlier. And Deanna, I know you was in there. I don't think any of the other ones in the chat was in there. Hey, Immoral Words, how you doing? You are so very welcome. I always hit y'all up with the updates on guidelines and policies. So, because I be wanting to know this stuff and I be wanting to understand it, and I want to make sure I understand it, make sure everybody else understand it. So, this is most of the other policies that we've heard about or saw in the last few years is just coming down on us. But what's becoming to happen with Google is that a lot of advertisers are missing out because a lot of people's videos are getting, removed from being monetized because they don't meet the requirements. But now advertisers and advertising products, they get to choose if they want to bid on your videos. So let's say you're talking about a child that, like the little girl who was, allegedly, murdered by her, stepdad, Malia. Videos like that we know will not get advertised. I done like 4 on her. I done like videos on Jasmine. Those type of videos that we do content on that don't get monetized. Now we have the opportunity to get them monetized, and the advertisers will bid on it. They will bid on it. And the ones that do choose this kind of content, they'll bid on it. And as a result, Google Ads will not appear on the content, and this content will receive less advertising than non-restricted content will. So some of the stuff that they have been totally like no advertisement, if people bid on it and they want to advertise on that particular content, they can. So, the Google publishing policies and Google publisher restrictions will apply to all publishers, regardless of the products they use, regardless if we're using the Adsense, the AdMob, or the Ad Manager. So, I hope I broke that down for you. I didn't realize how many channels get removed from Google. 734,000. That's almost 1 million channels in 1 year. That's almost 1 million channels. 734,000 publishers and ad developers removed from its ad network, and ads from nearly 28 million pages. That's a lot, and that hurts advertisers. That's a lot. That's a lot. A lot of people have been complaining about, how strict they are, because a lot of people lose their channels, and it's like, okay, give me a break. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. So, this is going to be a good thing. Again, this is the publisher's guidelines. So, they're still working on the creator harassment policy. That's totally different now. The creator harassment policy, that's totally different. This is just basically content that might not be child friendly or advertiser friendly. These advertisers will now get to bid on it. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing, right? You say, yes, I didn't hear this wild thing, but I did catch some of it about the policy. Yeah, it's getting around. That is Hillbilly Hay. That is a lot. That's a lot. Almost 1 million of us content creators removed in a year. That's a lot. And again, the publishers, the ads, 28 million removed. Because every time we get a video, some of us make 3, 4, 5 videos a day, and if the ads are being removed from that video, that affects the advertisers. Because that limits how many ads they can put out there. And so this gives the advertiser more of an advantage because they're like, oh, I don't care if they're talking about some person who got shot in the Walmart parking lot. They can now bid on them ads that they choose to advertise on. So, yeah, some of them, and when I say not child friendly, I mean our videos. That's what I mean by that, our videos. Like the ones that are not child friendly, family friendly, advertiser friendly, this is all about to change. So look out, September. It's already September 4th, so they said it's going to start in September. They just updated this like 6 days ago. And actually the CEO of Google, she was receiving a lot of flack over how many channels and how many videos and how many ads have been removed over the last year. She was receiving a lot of flack. Google overall, was receiving a lot of flack. So again, this could be a good thing for us creators and a good thing for advertisers. So now you still have to watch out about that harassing stuff now, because that's coming out soon. They still in the works on that policy. So all these people out here harassing other YouTubers and using them for their everyday, all day content, that's not going to continue. That's not going to... All these people out here saying, oh, I got content, I got other things to talk about, but all they do is talk about other YouTubers day in and day out. That creator on creator harassment, that's not going to keep happening. That's not going to keep happening. So when that comes out, I'll do another live when that one comes out too. But the main thing is try to create as much content as possible that you can monetize. Shoot, you know how long it takes sometimes for us to make a video? How long sometimes we be on a video and then to find out right afterwards that it can't be monetized? So, we got to try to be good. It's okay to be shady every little now and then, be petty every little now and then. But, the main thing on here is for us to be having fun and making money off of our videos while having fun. So that's at least my main goal on YouTube, and it has been from day one. And I try to continue every video to make sure we keep having fun. All the videos aren't going to be about that. Some of them are going to be about serious things that's going on in the world, and sometimes on these YouTube streets. But the overall thing for us to learn to try to do on here is to have fun and stop beefing all the time and being angry all the time and everybody loves a little drama every now and then, and so do I. That's why I do reviews on reality shows. Duh. Nah. But anyway, you guys be good out there. It's a lot of stuff going on, and I'm sitting back with my little drinking it all up like, dang, we got Texas Gate. They talking about Texas Gate. They still talking about the Vegas Gate. They still talking about the gay K whatever with VS and oh Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. It never ends. It never ends. People is always going to need something to talk about on their content to keep the drama up. And again, everybody needs a little drama every now and then. It's just how the world works. But y'all make sure y'all check out those new guidelines and check for your email. Look for your email. If you don't have it right now, it's probably coming. Again, they have so many millions of content creators on here, so your email is probably coming soon. But yeah, you said Foolish Gate YS Books. That's a good one. You're welcome, Golden Jalo Rice. You are so very welcome. No problem at all. But I'm about to get off of here, y'all. I got to get back to work. I just came to y'all briefly to give y'all this update information on the new guidelines for Adsense publishers, aka content creators who monetize their videos. That's what that is. So you guys make sure you enjoy the rest of your day. I will holler at y'all later because I have to do a live review on Greenleaf. Season 4, episode 1 just came on last night. So I have to do a review on that tonight. And I also have to do a review on, what's the other one? Oh, Basketball Wives. Was it Basketball Wives? No, hold on. I'm getting my shows confused. Hold on. Let me see her. Yeah, so tonight, tonight I'm going to do Greenleaf because I did Power last night. I did Power last night. And Power was good. If y'all missed my Power review last night, make sure y'all check that out. It's only on episode 2, y'all. So if y'all behind, y'all still can catch up really quickly. Watch episode 1 and watch episode 2 so you can, chop it up with us in the chat, when I go live every week for Power and the other shows that I watch. Y'all got to keep up now. Y'all got to keep up. But yeah, so, Queen Sugar. So I'm going to do 2 of them tonight. I'm going to do Queen Sugar and I'm going to do Greenleaf tonight. So it'll probably be like 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock, something like that. 2 different lives, okay? So make sure you guys have the notification bell hit. Like this video. Share this video. Because we have to stay up with the guidelines on YouTube. That's one thing that helps us to, stay in the know and know what we can create, know how we can and cannot make money. Okay? So anyway, you also heard that they're going to stop the TV reviews from being on. I heard that too. I did hear that too. But right now, that's just hearsay. I didn't see any guidelined updates from YouTube pertaining to that. Just like people were saying that they were going to increase the watch hours to 10,000, increase the YouTube subscribers to 4,000, starting in August. It is now September and that hasn't happened yet. And a lot of people were scared, talking about they going to quit YouTube and all this whoop, 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 whoop. Now, I'm not saying they won't do it eventually, but, until I see Google put it down in their guidelines and not just word of mouth roaming through these streets, then, I just basically try to go with the flow every day and try to just watch what I do on my YouTube channel, But yeah, if they do stop doing TV shows, there's so much other stuff out here that you can discuss on YouTube. It is. Matter of fact, I get more reviews. I get more watch time from just talking about what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis compared to my reality show reviews. So, and then I'm a custom cake decorator. I'll be having views from decorating cakes live on here. So, yeah, I'll be good with the content. I will. Now, all of us needs to be good on content. So, if they do away with reality shows or TV shows reviews, if you are a real content creator, you'll be fine. Just like if they get rid of the harassment on the YouTube creator and creator harassment, when that comes out, which will be soon, like probably within the next few months, those people who constantly talk and argue and fight on YouTube will have to find other content. And if you are a true content creator, that will not be a problem for you. Whether you cooking, baking, doing hair, makeup, or just chit-chatting about your life, your children, your trips, your job, whatever. If you're a true content creator, then those things will not affect you and will not affect your platform. And especially if you have some, great subscribers on your channel, people who really do support you, they gonna continue to support you regardless. So yep. Hey Kikan, how you doing, sweetheart? How you doing? But if y'all came in late, make sure y'all rewind so y'all can hear everything about the guidelines, the guideline change, the shift in guidelines that they are doing to the Adsense publisher guidelines and policies. So make sure y'all watch it from the beginning. Share, like, okay? And make sure y'all hit the notification bell if you don't have it hit already, because I'll be live tonight reviewing Greenleaf and reviewing Queen Sugar. And in the meantime and in between time, Prime Time Squad, stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces. Have a good day.